Hey, welcome to the Empowered and Free podcast. My name is Erin Kimbrell, and I'm a counselor, certified life coach, breathwork coach, and small town mom of two. I know firsthand what it feels like to live with high functioning anxiety. For most of my life, I had so much mental mess, anxiety, people pleasing, perfectionism, overthinking, constant worrying, and never feeling good enough. On my decade-long journey to feeling better, I've learned how to take back my life from high-functioning anxiety and helped others to do the same through my coaching and breathwork programs. Now I want to share everything I know with you. This podcast will help you feel empowered over your high-functioning anxiety and free to finally live the life of your dreams. Now, grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and dive into the episode. I'm Erin Kimbrell, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast. Hello, my friends. Oh, I'm super excited for today because I can finally share the news that I have been keeping quiet for months and months at this point. As of today, Empowered and Free from Anxiety, my brand new group coaching program is officially open. I feel like I need like some fireworks. Pew, pew, pew. Like that is how I feel. I am just thrilled to bring you guys this. And here's the reason why. I know that so many of you are struggling, but you're secretly struggling, right? Like people don't know what you're really going through. You probably tried everything to help with your anxiety, and you don't know what else to do. Here's the thing. I know you're smart. I know you're resourceful. I know that you know how to Google, and you probably search for help for anxiety or anxiety treatment dozens of times by this point. And I guarantee you've tried everything you can get your hands on. But the problem is you can't quite find that thing that helps you enough. And that, my friends, is where I come in. If you listen to my story, you heard that I shared a lot of the same sentiments and just could not figure out how to really get that long-lasting transformation and be free from anxiety once and for all. And that's exactly what I want to bring to you here in Empowered and Free from Anxiety, the Anxiety Group Coaching Program. Here's what I want you to hear, my friend. Nothing is wrong with you. Okay. I know that you're frustrated and confused and wondering why this is one of the things that you struggle with when you're successful in really a lot of other areas of your life, right? On the outside, that's how you appear. You seem like you have it all together. You're calm, cool, collected, but on the inside, it doesn't feel like that. You're tired of your deepest worries and fears keeping you up at night. All of those what if thoughts, those worst case scenarios that you've created in your head, thinking of all the ways that you're feeling, all the regrets that you have, the coulda, shoulda, wouldas that you should have done, right? And then really what you're most tired of, what you're most defeated about is wishing that you actually felt good enough, that you actually felt like you were enough exactly as you are right now. And that is what I want to give to you. If I could give you anything in the world, it would help you finally feel free from your anxiety and feel empowered to live the life that you want to live. So, my friend, take a deep breath. You have made it to the right place, and Empowered and Free from Anxiety is exactly what you've been looking for. In this 4-month group program, you'll learn how to stop letting anxiety rule your life. You'll learn how to ditch anxious behaviors like overthinking, planning, perfectionism, controlling, and people pleasing. You'll learn tools to help in those anxious moments, and you'll get to the root of your anxiety so that those anxious moments don't really happen. You'll learn how to listen to your anxiety instead of avoiding it, instead of panicking more when it shows up, listening to it, knowing that anxiety is simply a messenger. It's a little alarm that goes off in our body that tells us something's up. You'll notice that you'll feel less anxious because you've actually healed your anxiety at the root. You'll feel lighter, more peaceful, and you'll be able to finally live life as that carefree version of yourself that you used to be. You'll learn how to release the tight control and grip that we've had on life and actually learn to let go, learn to relax. Maybe you'll find that you actually are present in life's little moments, those little moments that we can't get back. You'll actually be there mentally for those times. You're going to have that energy, that joy, that excitement for life that you had before. And you'll feel confident, you'll feel empowered, you'll feel ready to go for your goals, all those goals that you've stopped yourself from doing because of that little self-doubt, that little criticism. You'll actually have the confidence to go for it. And the biggest change that you'll feel once you complete Empowered and Free from Anxiety, my 4-month group coaching program for anxiety, is that you'll feel proud of yourself. You'll know that you're good enough exactly as you are. Man, just let that hit for a minute. Let that sink in. You could be living life completely different in 4 months. You could feel like that other version of yourself, that version who is carefree and fun and light and happy and joyful. All that is available to you, my friend. And here's how I know. Not only is this a life I'm living, okay, you hear me, you see me on Instagram and Facebook, you know that that's the version of me that shows up because that's the version of me I am. So you see it in me, but you also hear and see it in people that I've worked with. If you listen to Courtney's story, which was episode 10 on the podcast, you heard how she was able to feel less anxious naturally. And on the Empowered and Free from Anxiety website, you can check out Jessica's story. You can read it. You can see how before she started working with me, she was struggling so bad with crippling high function anxiety. And you can read by the end of her story, at the end of her transformation, how different of a person she felt, how she was so excited to have her life back and be living as that version of herself who felt free from anxiety, something that had her, as she said, completely crippled. If you have tried every single thing that's out there, medicine, therapy, meditation, journaling, yoga, prayer, chiropractic, essential oils, like the list could go on, and none of those things have actually helped, here's a little newsflash, my friend. There is no quick fix. There's no magic tip or tool that will just automatically make the anxiety in your brain go away. Actually, that's not even what we want, right? We just want to feel life a little bit more free. We want to know what to do when anxiety does show up. If we have an anxious moment, how do we handle it? And the truth is that that anxiety will continue and make your life harder until you deal with it at the root. And with all of that being said, what I will teach you in Empowered and Free from Anxiety is how to take your life back, how to take back your life from anxiety. And we'll do this with a simple step-by-step process to help you feel less anxious. We're going to break down that anxiety into understandable pieces. And I'm going to teach you how to take action against those anxious thoughts without the overwhelm. I'm going to teach you the 2 steps that you need to take in order to feel free from anxiety. Step number 1 is we have to learn to use the right tools for anxiety. And this includes somatic practices, which is mind-body practices, and mindset tools. You're going to learn all of the right tools that you need, and then you're going to pick your favorites, put them into your toolbox, and know that you can go back to those over and over again if you're having an anxious moment. Step number 2 is we're going to get to the root of your anxiety. So what I mean by that is you're going to heal the life experiences, the emotional pain that created your anxiety. When you go check out the page for Empowered and Free from Anxiety, you'll see everything you're going to learn. I give you a quick lowdown there and all of the details that you might want as well. Quickly, I'll tell you, like I mentioned, it is a 4-month program. This includes live sessions with me and you and the other women in the program. It also includes weekly lessons so that you can do those on your own time. Here's the thing. I know you're busy. I'm busy too. So you get to listen to those lessons in your own time, work through the weekly workbooks, and then come to the live coaching session to get your questions answered and do some deeper experiences that will help you release that anxiety. Other things you get, tons of bonuses included in the program, including, and probably my most favorite feature, is the private community. This private community is a group of women that are there for you, women who get it, women who know exactly how you feel. They're there to lift you up. They're there to support you, and they're there to be there in that moment of struggle. Okay. The connections that have been made in my previous group programs, I don't even have words. If you listen to Courtney's story, you heard her talk about she didn't come into the group knowing that she was going to find friends. She didn't even really want that. She wasn't looking for that. But the connections become so deep as you open up and you share about yourself that you can't help but to basically create friendships for life. I know for a fact that the women in these programs still chat, still connect outside of our group in their own personal time, because that is how powerful these friendships are. There are tons of other bonuses that I put into this program, bonuses that will help you, bonuses that are there to support you. So I'll quickly kind of run through these. The Anxiety 101 cheat sheet is how you learn the ins and outs of anxiety without having to do days, weeks, years of research. I really help this be your shortcut because I know anxiety is complex and I don't expect you to know it all, right? I've done a lot of research, not only in my personal journey, but in my professional journey as well as a counselor. And how do I help people with anxiety? What does anxiety really mean? And how do we get relief? That's what I teach you in the Anxiety 101 cheat sheet. There's a panic attack toolkit bonus. I've heard so many good things about this. You guys love to turn to this in that moment where you either feel that panic attack starting or be able to stop it in its tracks. Okay. So I break all that down, give you practical tools, and there's an exclusive meditation and breathwork audio for that in the moment support. Other bonuses include my anxiety tools guidebook. I've had people buy this separately, reach out to me and just say, can I get that guidebook? Because the group program was closed. This is exactly what it sounds like, that powerful guidebook that lists your anxiety tools so that you know which tool is your go-to and you can use it right in that moment. Think of it as a quick reference guide for anxiety. Again, a fan favorite for sure. And then, of course, how could I leave out breathwork? You get another bonus that is my Breath Bricks library. This is your go-to tool to release anxious energy in minutes. Okay. This has pre-recorded breathwork sessions and meditations that you're able to listen to whenever you need them most. All right. That's just some of the bonuses and everything that's included. Really, what I want you to hear is the transformation in this group is going to be powerful. I have shed many a tear, if I'm being honest, knowing how much this is going to change lives. Again, if you're like, sure, Erin, okay, I want you to not take my word for it. I'm like the number one skeptic, I assure you. I want to see what other people have experienced. So you're able to go to the website. You can read the stories. You can listen to the videos. You can check out the testimonials. They're all there. You can even see what women are saying about the community. I put their actual real life messages, their real text on the page so that you could read them there. I just want to close with this, friends. You've been through enough struggle. Okay. I'm tired of seeing women lose moments of their life, weeks, months, years of their life to anxiety. It truly breaks my heart to hear you guys talk about the moments that you've lost, the moments where you were so in your head that you weren't there with your kids, that you weren't there with your partner or your friends or your family or those people that matter to you most because you were so trapped in your thoughts and in your fears. Or that time, those hours that you spent overthinking about something, or possibly even second guessing, regretting something, a mistake, a choice that you made in the past, the time that you spent regretting that breaks my heart. We can't get that time back. And honestly, some of the worst things that I hear, those nights when you are beating yourself up, when you feel like a failure. I hear that all the time. I feel like a failure. I'm a failure. I don't want that for you. Okay. I don't want you feeling like nothing you do is ever good enough. I want you to feel and know that nothing is wrong with you, my friend, that these thoughts that have been created in your head, these anxious thoughts, are things that you can finally feel free from. I know, without a doubt that you are looking, you're searching, you are wanting so deeply relief from your anxiety. So stop overthinking. Yes, I know you're overthinking because I am you and you are me. Take a deep breath and repeat after me. I can feel better. Anxiety is not my life sentence. I can feel free from my anxiety. All right, my friend, with that being said, you can absolutely do this. Go to erinkimbrell.com/free to check out the page to see everything that's there. I know you're ready to take this step towards your new life. That version of you is waiting. And I promise you, I will be with you all the way, holding your hand, walking you through step by step to feel free from your anxiety. All right, my love, I'm signing off, giving you all of my love, all of my support. I hope that you can feel that. through our time together today. I cannot wait to see you in Empowered and Free from Anxiety. Send me any questions you have. I am here for you and rooting for you the whole way, friend. I'll see you soon. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You don't know how much it means to me. If you'd like more behind the scenes content, inspiration, and daily reminders that encourage and uplift you, follow me on Instagram at HeyErinKimbrel and send me a DM to say hey. If any of the episodes have been super helpful for you, please consider leaving me a review on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you like to listen. It helps me so incredibly much, and it allows the podcast to be seen by other people who need it. If you want to learn more from me, head to erinkimbrel.com. That's where you'll find all my free resources, read the podcast show notes, and learn more information about my online coaching and breathwork programs that help you create the life you want. If you want to keep the conversation going from today's episode, join us in our exclusive podcast Facebook community, Empowered and Free, Help for High Functioning Anxiety. I'm here for you, and I'm always cheering you on. I'll see you next time. I'm Erin Kimbrel, and this is the Empowered and Free podcast.